And welcome back to another Paul's Aquariums video. In this video, I'm going to go through this amazing StyleLine 85 aquarium from OASE. It is very, very awesome. So we're going to go through the basics of what you get in the box, how you assemble everything, and how you get to this point here. I know, it's ready for fish, super exciting. It is a really nice aquarium. Let's get started, see what's in the box. Now this is a 75-litre aquarium. It is full glass. It comes with a filter and a heater, and that is the Bio Plus Thermal 100, so a 100-watt heater inside the back of the filter. It is an internal filter, and it comes with two high-powered LEDs. So the LEDs actually recess underneath the tank, and it has a black hood on top. This is the white one pictured on the box, but we've got the black one in this box. So it's like a complete aquarium. You can't see the water level or anything like that. It does come with a really nice cabinet as well. That comes flat pack. You do need to assemble it yourself. It is not too hard to assemble it. It does have a little push open thing like that. There is a lot of room in there, so you could have an external canister if you didn't want an internal, and you can have CO2 and a whole lot of other stuff as well. Lots of room for storage. The cabinet itself is actually about 90 centimeters tall. Usually they're about 65 or so, which is a little bit lower than this one. So the height of this just makes it a little bit easier to view and generally looks pretty awesome. So I think the dimension of the tank, it's 50 centimeters, 50 centimeters by 36 by 45. An interesting shape, so it's a little bit taller than a standard 2-foot tank, not as long and a little bit wider. So it's kind of a nice boxy sort of shape. So what we're going to do now is take it out of the box and assemble it and see how cool it is. Well, it even looks nicer out of the box. It is machine laser cut glass. There is no sharp edges anywhere. The black finish is pretty awesome. So your water level is going to be above that. So you're not actually going to see the water level, as I said before. It has aluminium sliders. Wow. There is nothing cheap in plastic here. It's got glass glued in there for your bracket for your light. And that brings us to all the bits and pieces you get. So you get a couple of little brackets to hold the lights in place. You get this little aluminium slider that sits between those two brackets and the lights attached to that. And then you get your filter. Obviously, these are the lids. They are glass with black coating on them. Ooh, ah. And they will slide on those aluminium bits. It's even got a little aluminium handle to slide open. So that is pretty flash. Okay, I'm going to assemble the lights and stick them on the tank. And I've just stopped for a second because look at that. How well packaged is everything. That is foam. It is not going anywhere. So that is a lovely glass LED as well. Okay, you've got your aluminium piece that's going to go between the two ends of the tank, and you've got your little bracket for your light. These little black bits look like they just come off, and then you've got those little grooves there that you can just slide that down. There we go. So you just want to slide those down a little bit on both sides. So you've got both of those going like that, and then just put the little black bit back on, and that will just fit them in place perfectly. So there's your bracket for the light. The lights will just clip into these, so I'm guessing you can have one on each side, two in the middle. Not totally sure. I think we might put one on the middle and one on the front, just so it sort of lights up the front of the tank a little bit better. Obviously, you could attach another 2 lights and have 4 lights if you want a high-powered lighted aquarium as well. So you've got the option of up to 4 lights on this system. And that is what the lights look like already clipped into place. So obviously you can go for 4 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, anything up to 4 lights is going to fit on that. And they seem pretty sturdy. They are actually, yeah, they're pretty fully in place. Fully in place, mate. You can adjust the angle of the light as well just by rotating them. That is as easy as it is to set up the light. Let's jump to the filter. So I should point out that all these filters and the lights come in with tons and tons of instruction booklets. So yeah, there is a lot of reading if you want to read all about this. But this is the internal filter. It is pretty big, it is pretty chunky. It has the heater already in the back, and that just slots right in the back like that. If you haven't seen an OASE heater before, very easy to use. It is preset at 26 degrees. Turn a little blue knob there and you can adjust to whatever you want. Thermostat and heating element, but that just slots in the back there. It is fully protected from the fish, so they're not going to attach onto that or anything like that. well, they're not going to get trapped in the back of the heater. You have little suction caps, so the suction caps will go in these little bits here, and that will suction cap it to the corner of the tank. Now, the cool thing with these filters is you hold them there, and it is actually attached with magnets. I know, look at that. How bizarre is that? So the whole filter actually comes apart. These are the little filtery doohickeys, and that is your sponge there, and another sponge there. So it's just mechanical and biological filtration. So those are your two little sponges, and you have another little pre-filter sponge down the bottom. There it is. So make sure you clean all those. So ideally with any filter, you want to clean the sponges in water out of your aquarium. You don't want to just wash them in water out of the tap or anything like that, but they will just clip in place, and that is your filtration. So there'll be a little electromagnet in here with your impeller, so that will come apart, and there is your impeller. So always clean in there every second or third time you clean the sponges. That is your little electromagnet, and that is your impeller, which is the spinny bit that makes the water move everywhere. That is the heater in the back, and then it will just attach together like that. So filter and heater all in one little part. Pretty nice little unit. So we're going to attach these suction caps to it, and we're going to stick them in the tank. Well, that does look as nice as I thought it would look. Check out the finish on the top. So that is very thick, 5 or 6 mil glass. I'm not even too sure how thick that is. And it's solid and lovely. And everything slides. They've got little beads of silicone. I don't even know if that's silicone. That's too perfect to be silicone. Some sort of lovely stopper things to stop the lids from banging into anything. It has a recess in the back there, so all your cords can come out. 2 for the lights, 1 for the heater, and 1 for the filter. That is the filtration unit at the back, so you can raise it higher up, so there's actually enough level for the substrate down below. And the light just sits perfectly on this. So I'm going to take the lids off and show you exactly how the light assembles. So with the lids off, you have full access to the tank and the lights. The lights will just come completely off like that. They are so bright, by the way. So it just sets on these 2 little bits of glass there and there. There are little bungs to stop it from sliding into your tank. And as I said, there are 4 different little clips, so you can attach the lights wherever you want. I've just got 1 at the front, 1 in the middle, but you can have them both on the outside, on the inside, whatever you want. It works really, really well. And you can adjust the lights on a different angle just by turning them as well. And they're actually not too hot, so it's not going to retain too much heat or anything in the aquarium like some other LED lights that we've tried lately. Fully waterproof too, isn't that awesome? So aluminium tracks, glass, there is no plastic to this. I think the only plastic bits are these little tiny brackets on the side. It is lovely. What we're going to do is get some substrate in there, cool little aquascapey thing, and fill it up with water and see how the pump goes. So the first layer I'm using for the substrate is Aqua Earth. It is a pelletized volcanic ash. It has been baked, and the baking stops all the organics from breaking down in the water and turning into ammonia and nitrites. So you've probably seen a lot of people use dirt in their aquariums. The problem with that is the organics over time will turn into ammonia and nitrites, and it's generally just going to keep producing all those chemicals in your system. So this is all the nutrients in dirt without all the nasties. It works super, super well, super easy to buy. All the work is done for you, so you don't have to stuff around with it. You just use that as your bottom layer. So you don't wash this out. If you wash it, it's just going to turn to mud and disintegrate. But we're going to cap it off, and capping it off just means putting a layer of sand or gravel on top of it. That stops the fish from digging in it and stirring it up, and it can be any color you want, aquarium gravel wise, if that makes any sense. So you're not stuck with just the blacky brown color of the Aqua Earth. Now that we've got our substrate layers in, we're going to fill it up with water and let it settle.
It seems that those ladies have captured a man.
And we are a few days later. We have water in our tank. The filtration is working perfectly. There it is right at the back behind that rock. We have simplified the aquascape to the point where anyone can do this. Apart from the ladies on the rock, we have 1 rock there, and we have a bonsai tree that you can actually buy them like this, minus that little bit there, of course, and they are ready to go in the water. So you just need to soak them for about a week or so first, everything has been working super well. Now that the water's in there, our water level is just below the lights. The lights are still not hot. They're slightly warm to the touch, but yeah, nothing compared to a lot of high-powered LEDs that we see. Very nice. The water level is perfectly hidden with the black, as we said at the start, and the filtration is working really well. Another thing that I probably did mention, but I have to say again, is the amount of space in the cupboard is huge. You could fit a lot of stuff in there. So this tank, we've obviously going to let it cycle for a little while before we put the fish in it, but we've got our sand layer above our aqua earth, which you saw the aqua earth just before. We have some simple rocks. We have glued the rocks together and to the wood, just using the Dymax Compost Seal. If you haven't seen that stuff, that's in a fair few of my other videos. Just go back to a few of those and watch that. You'll see how that works, but you can make cool things out of wood and rocks that way. And that is how the little tiny ladies are stuck to that rock as well. That poor guy, I don't think he's okay. Apart from that, it is working really well. So we're going to let it settle. If you do want to see this tank all fully planted, and I think we're just going to do a carpet, it looks kind of cool the way it is. I'm really liking the vibe of this. I know, it may be a bit weird. Is it weird? Comment if it's weird down below. Doesn't really matter because that's the way the tank is at the moment. I think I'm just going to do a small carpet of a grass-like plant, maybe Hemianthus, something like that, maybe Hemianthus cuba, just so it's a low-growing plant. I may add CO2 to this tank as well, so if you want to see that, that'll be in a future video. But otherwise, that is where we are with this tank. It is lovely, and the height of it just really makes it that much nicer than a lot of the other tanks on the market. Haven't really found anything wrong with it so far. It's pretty nice. I'm quite keen now, and this is the 85. I think there's 3 different size models. This is roughly about a 2-foot tank, so a little bit smaller than a 2-foot tank. So I'm keen to set up another one of those in a different sort of theme as well. But if you did enjoy this video, if you've got any questions about this tank or anything like this, comment down below. I think at the making of this video, this tank kit with the internal filter, the heater, the lighting and the cabinet retails for about 799 Australian dollars, so you can work that out wherever you are around the world. Very nice tanks. They do come in white as well as black. Obviously this is the black one. I really like it. It's a very cool tank. Even without the plants in it, it looks nice. I think the height, it's got to be the height, and the finish is lovely. It is 6mm glass as well. I wasn't too sure if it was 5 or 6 earlier in the video, but that is all 6mm machine laser cut glass. So nice. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch any other videos, there's some on the screen. Hopefully I'll be doing lots more reviews on OASE products because they are awesome. I know, it is really nice. Anyway, I keep saying it's nice. I'm not sponsored by OASE. I had to buy this tank, but it's worth it. It is a really cool tank. We will see you in the next video. Thanks heaps for watching.